All right, Wednesday the 13th, we have an AMRAP, which stands for as many reps as possible or as many rounds as possible. And we're doing 15 minutes. If you want to get wild, you can do more. You could do 20 minutes, whatever you want. So basically what you're doing is you're doing the exercises below in constant repetition till the timer's up. So you don't have a planned rest. You don't do 4, take a rest, do the 4 exercises, take a rest. You just work until you can't anymore, okay? So we have double press, air squat, swings, ab tuck. So double press, ow. Full is like a full burpee, or half, okay? Air squat, swing. You can do 1, or you can hold 2, and ab tuck. Okay, so double press. So as I was showing and talking about before, you can do like a few versions, but the full version, you have weights in your hands. You're gonna drop them to the ground. You're gonna jump out and fall to the ground. Your whole body, your chest is on the ground. You're gonna push back up into your squat, swing the weights between your legs and up overhead. 1, 2, 3. If you can't do that, you're gonna go for the half. Out, in, swing, up. Down, jump out to high plank, in, swing up. Down, jump out to high plank, in, swing up. If you are struggling, I would suggest before not doing it at all, I would suggest trying just a half burpee, so no weight, up, up. I would try that. Or you can do this. You can use your chair. You're gonna put your weights on your chair. You're gonna put your hands outside the weights, jump out to high plank, jump back in, grab your weights, press overhead. Hands outside of the weights, jump out to high plank, jump back in, overhead, okay? So there's definitely a few options, but you should be able to do one of them. Air squat, we've talked about, that's just your regular body weight squat or squat to chair. Swings. So this, did we do anything similar? No, we didn't really. Kind of when I was talking about standing for your rows, or single leg deadlift, that's kind of your swing stance too. But so anyways, if you have a kettlebell, this is perfect for kettlebell. I do, but most of you don't, so I show it with dumbbells. So if it's, depending on how you want to do it, if it's light enough and you can wrap your hand, you can wrap your hand around 1. You could also do it with like 2 next to each other if you're trying to go heavier. But obviously, you know, if you go heavier and the top of it is too big, you're not gonna be able to grab it like this. So you'd have to just hold it the normal way. I kind of just stick them together and go in and out. So what your swing is a hinge at the hip, and it's kind of similar with the single leg deadlift, obviously. Well, not obviously, if you don't know, but so a deadlift stance and a swing stance are very similar. So when we did the straight and the single leg deadlift, it's similar how I was talking about when you bend and you feel that pull of your hamstring. That's kind of the same idea. So you're gonna hinge forward at the hip. Your knees are gonna be slightly bent. Your butt is gonna push back to the wall and your back is gonna fold down, okay? Push your butt back to the wall. Your knees are slightly bent. Your back is going to fold down at the hip, okay? So see how my back is straight, but it's folding to the ground. My butt is pushing back and there's a slight bend in my knee. So this is kind of the motion for your swing. And then you're gonna add your weight. It's gonna go between your legs, up, between, up, between, up. So what you want to avoid when doing swings is you want to avoid rounding your back. So when you come in, you shouldn't look like this. You should look like this. So the difference, I know it's hard to tell, is this and this, which is why I say push your butt back to the wall and allow your back to fold. You don't want to drop your shoulders at all. So a lot of times when people do swings, they end up hurting their back and they can't figure out why, but that's what's happening. They're coming in and they're coming in rounded and then up, rounded, then up, when it should be that hinge forward, straight back, hinge forward, straight back. And then when you come up, sometimes people, you want to squeeze. So this move brings a lot of power from your butt. So when you're back here and you come up, you kind of want to squeeze. It's almost like it's like a pendulum type of motion in a hinge. So sometimes people come up and they do it too much. Like they come here and then they go here. You don't want to do that either. So you want to come here more straight, but still squeeze your butt. You want to avoid doing this when you come up, but you do want to squeeze in. So here, 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 here. The weight comes between, up, You don't want to do this. Don't want to do this. Okay, so you never want to round or hunch when you're weightlifting. So that's your swings, and then ab tucks. So this is a setup like a leg lift, but it's a tuck instead. So I still put my hands kind of underneath my butt. Your legs are out, not touching the ground. Tuck toward your chest, back out. Tuck toward your chest, back out, tuck, out, okay? So you basically, like I said, run through these continuously. So just because you reach ab tucks doesn't mean you take a break. You just keep repeating. I like to know how many I do. So what I do is I go through and I tally. So like you can see right here, I had 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I was using my laptop when I was doing it, so I just kept going over and hitting the number 1. And then in the end, you multiply by how many you got done. So what I got done is 7 rounds of all of them. I got 7 rounds of all of them, and then I was able to do 10 more and 10 more before the timer went off. That's why I have 80, 80, 70, 70. So if you are interested in how many you get done, you're gonna tally as you go without taking a full rest, just quick tally as you go, and then you're gonna multiply your tallies by your number of reps, which is the number in front of your exercise. So this one was easy because it was 10. So if you have 5 tallies, you did 50 of each. If you have 6, you did 60 of each, or so on. But because I like to do reps and not rounds, like some people just do how many rounds, I like to do how many reps I got, which includes counting your rounds. But what that means is if there's 30 seconds left, you're not gonna stop just because you know that you're not gonna complete another round. If you're going for reps, you're gonna finish out the 30 seconds, and what will happen is what happened to me. I was able to get 10 devil press, 10 air squat, but I wasn't able to finish the rest. That's fine, I'm counting reps, not rounds. So like I said, I ended up with 80, 80, 70, 70. So if you're interested, that's how you count it. If you have more questions, let me know. You don't have to count it at all. You can look at it as, hey, great, I did 15 minutes of exercise. It doesn't matter. I'm just curious and competitive and annoying, so I like to know. So if you want help counting it, I will help you. Just message me and let me know your numbers.